What up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I am back with more Percy Jackson and the Olympians. If you're enjoying this Jackson series or anything else on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm here. You're here. Let's be here together. Down below in the description box, my Patreon is patreon.com/ManicMeeks, with their full version of my reactions will do clear and select the access series, and also merch up. She's actually on top of things. We're going to design some series. Program Charlie, don't show me on Patreon. And merch up. You support my channel, support free channel. Hey, man, subscribe. What? Yeah, just free. It costs $0. Subscribe button, the location button. You know, find my videos for free, and also the gaming channel, which I'm going through. Baldur's Gate 3. We've got Dredge and Final Fantasy 9. Interested in that? It's going to be a ManicMeeks gaming. And listen. Last episode was really good. Okay, so the kids use their money to get some tickets on a train, which, by the way, aren't cheap. So I'm just wondering, how is this $200 really going to stretch them? Because $200 for 3 people, I'm pretty sure their money is gone. Pretty sure their money is gone. But they're on a train, right? And they're riding from, where were they at? Was it Trenton, New Jersey? And they were outside of St. Louis. I keep wanting to say Salt Lake, but that's wrong. St. Louis. And so we had this really cute moment with Annabeth and Percy just talking, repetiting, you know, getting to know each other, asking questions about the tree bitch, he bitch, Thalia. And I know everybody loves Thalia. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's Thalia. Don't talk about Thalia like that. I'm talking about Thalia like that because you want to know why right now? She's a tree. Right now, she's a tree. Your dad was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna save you, tree." So now you are a tree, and I'm gonna talk about you like Barney does, because branches on the tree, and the tree is a hole, and where's the hole? In the ground. Because what? The green grass grows all around Thalia, because she's a tree. Yeah, I said what I said. And so they gave him like a, well, she gave Percy a little bit of her backstory about how she was a gift from Athena to her father, and it was all great and dandy and fine and good until he got married and had their own kids, and stepmom was like, ugh, and she was like, you know what, I don't got time for ugh, so I'm gonna be out. So she left at 7 years old, and she was out there on her own, and she's not that much older. Like, what is she? The same age as Percy, so like technically 12, 13-ish. And she's been on her own. So she's had to take care of herself. And then she ran into Luke and Thalia, and the 3 of them took care of each other until it was 2. So it was just real cute to have that moment of them actually getting to know each other. Because, you know, before he was like, we are not supposed to be friends. You know what I'm saying? One of my friends is supposed to betray me, so I know that we can't be friends. And they're starting to be friends. And it's looking real cute. So they go to breakfast, and something crashes through the train, and of course the security on the train is like, let me see your tickets, you know, try to figure out who's in what room. They go to the room, and they see it's been destroyed, and the stupid police officer was like, oh well, I wonder how this happened. How did you bust through the window? If you're looking at the trajectory of the glass fragments that are on the ground, you can tell something burst in through the window, not out. But I digress. So the kids were set aside because they were suspicious of them for breaking and busting up the window. And then we could see this little white ladying for the people, you know, schmoozing the cops. Excuse me, I'm so concerned. I'm a mom. And indeed, she was a mom. She was a mother of monsters. Mom. And she was telling them like, hey, so you out here destroying my monsters, my babies. I don't like that. So I got my other little baby here who's learning how to hunt. It's very excited in his little carrying case. And I'm going to teach him how to hunt with you guys. Because, you know, I can tell you right now, your parents don't care. You think they do, but they don't. So I am just going to do what I do best. Hunt you guys down. And you might want to head start. So while they're getting ready to run, Percy gets stabbed in the chest meat, right? And of course, it's got to be poison. It's got to be poison. And I like how Disney did not make him bleed when technically he should have bled because he got stabbed. And so they, what's her name? Annabeth was like, hey, since we had to run and leave our things again, we can go to the St. Louis Arch, because that is a goddess monument. That's our monument. What's it called? Monument? A temple. That is the temple of Athena, which is my mom. And so they get there. This lady is still chasing them with that dog. That it's like a little chihuahua. Little chihuahua is angry. And so they get there, and she chases them inside. And the thing says something to her in the wind. And Percy was like, "No, that thing was speaking. It said something to you. What did it say? What did it say?" And she was like, well, it says that my mother will not protect me because she is mad that I was impertinent. And he was like, what are you talking about? Well, apparently, since he sent the head via Hermes, her mom was like, she don't like that because it embarrassed her. So now she's not going to protect her, which is trash. So Percy is like, well, see, this is why I told you your mom is trash. These parents that y'all supposed to have are trash. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. Supposed to protect their kids. They're not protecting their kids because they're trash. So Percy's like, we got to do it ourselves. And that's when they found out he was poisoned. And they tried to use the water in the fountain to help him. Didn't help him. And they decided to go to the tippy top of the St. Louis Arch. And that's where they had the big fight. And Percy, being the Percy that he's Percy'd, was like, hey, me and Grover are going to go downstairs. And you said you're going to handle this right here. Take my sword. I want, you know, it's going to help you. And she was like, cool. Bet I'm gonna take your sword. And he yoinked her ass out, and he jumped in and locked the door because it's an automatic lock door once that door is locked for emergency situations. So now we got a sickly ass Percy on the top in the middle of the St. Louis Arc trying to fight a mom, and he's poisondo. It was a real good fight. The what was it? Chimera? Yes, the Chimera looked real good. CGI was looking real juicy, and you know that he wasn't gonna make it. So of course he ended up having his ass dangling out of a hole in the St. Louis Arch, and then he slipped. He couldn't hold himself up. He was, you know, poisoned, and that's a lot. And on the way down, we get to see a water spout from the Mississippi reach all the way over and yoink his ass out the sky. And then we had a nice little conversation with a Loch Ness monster looking thing, in my opinion. And it sounded like his mom. And she was like, hey, remember that one thing I told you when you was little? Breathe. So you can breathe now. It's like, you know, you can breathe underwater. Your father is Poseidon. You can breathe underwater. Just take a deep breath and stop panicking so we can get your foot out. Thanks. That's what this episode ended. So I'm super excited to get into this one. And just an FYI, I have been spoiled. I tried to keep it out of my feed, but it has been everywhere. I know who his father is being played by, and you can bet your ass I'm excited. If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you, because I already know. But I'm super excited, and hopefully we get to see him. We only got, what, 3 episodes left? What's episode 5? Yeah, we got 3 episodes left. I need to see this man. I need to see this man. Thank you so much. So, on that note, let's go ahead and jump into episode 5 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. A God Buys Us a Cheeseburger. Wow.
Yeah. So we should probably get out of here.
They're playing with strings. The fate.
Annabeth. He's alive. I know it.
So you don't sense the fates over there with the strings. These scissors! You better greet your man.
Even hearing myself say that sounds really bad. But
Go ahead and hug your man.
I knew you'd never agree.
Hug your man.
There wasn't enough
Get up in there.
time.
Get up in there. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. He's like, okay, well.
you're not as dead as we thought you'd be.
So, how's Dean?
Short version, we need to go to Santa Monica.
What, like now?
My father's gonna meet me there. He's gonna help us.
In Santa Monica?
Isn't that gonna make it hard for us to get on a train? Or a bus?
Mm-hmm.
Or really anything you need tickets for?
Mm-hmm. Oh, not walking. Child, to Santa Monica?
He couldn't have stolen it himself. I mean, we don't even know who actually stole the thing. Or why.
Mm-hmm.
Or how deep this goes. I'm the last person to realize this, aren't I?
Yeah.
It all feels different somehow. He saved me. My dad.
Mm-hmm. He dead.
Oh,
Your mother.
I get it. It doesn't have to be a thing, you know?
Oh!
They hug me.
Oh, boy.
I mean...
Nigga.
more like-
No! No! Her mom! Thanks. That's important.
The 3 fates, and I saw Atropus cut a piece of thread.
And that's bad, or...
fates weave the life strand of every living thing. When you see a string cut,
It means one of us is going to die.
Percy.
What I choose to do changes what's gonna happen. And I can choose to do anything I want.
Need some help? I asked if you could use some help.
How are you gonna fit all three of them on your bike?
We don't want anything from you.
You sure? Because you guys are so behind schedule.
All three, y'all poke your heads up.
I mean, summer solstice is just a few days away. And as much as I'd love to see a good war pop off, as your big cousin, I feel like maybe I want to give you a hand.
Not big cousin.
There's a halfway decent diner up the road. If you want my help, you'll meet me there. But don't dawdle. Won't wait forever.
That's what I'm wondering. I was like, you can't fit all them kids on them bike.
That's my cousin? What kind of family is this?
A big confusing twisty one. Because they be just popping out kids with everybody. It don't matter. It don't matter. Zeus says as long as it's wet, it's in full effect. Like, man.
Guess this is the right place.
Go get your food. A guy bought me a cheeseburger. Who is
Give me
he?
a second, I'm just starting to fight on Twitter here. Nothing makes me happier than a good old-fashioned.
Amen. Listen.
Camaro. We really love that car. So much.
Somebody shoot this dude.
If you're supposed to be looking for the master vote too, shouldn't you be out there looking for it?
There's no fear in you, is there?
She said, ain't no bitch in my blood. We nothing but thug over here. Of course. Of course. That's what it is.
Olympians fight. We betray.
You do.
We backstab.
You do.
We will push anyone down a flight of stairs to get ahead.
You will.
And that's why I love my family so much.
It just makes you so happy, don't it? I know, it just makes you so excited.
We're completing this quest. We're stopping this war.
Are ya?
You said you can help.
I'm gonna have to agree with Aries on this one.
Okay. The chirping was funny to me for a minute,
Now it's annoying.
but it is getting old.
Come on, girl.
Okay, look, don't engage with them. He'll want to get you riled up, get in your head, and you can't let him.
it's okay. Really.
He gave in too easily, and I'm wondering WTF. Is he gonna ask about his Uncle Ferdinand or whatever quest he's supposed to be on? Because I know he's supposed to be on the quest.
I haven't seen a lot of horror movies, but this seems like exactly the kind of place to suggest to him.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen any kind of movie.
Girl, what?
I'll have to take your word for it.
In the meantime, we should probably get this over with, though.
You better stop looking at him. You better stay up it.
A god built this.
What kind of god builds amusement parks?
Hephaestus.
I was getting ready to say
How
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus built.
To trap something. Girl, look at what?
That's cool.
Annabeth? Because weren't you the one this morning who saw the fates say one of us is gonna die and we should take it really seriously?
Percy,
Yeah?
Push.
Hephaestus wanted to know anytime one of us came poking around this playground. I guess now he knows.
So he hid that shit with beef.
You are the champion. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it. The 335 years war.
Mm.
Your deep cuts.
Okay.
I like your mellower stuff. There's something cool about overwhelming force and a quick surrender.
No one talks about those anymore.
Are you buttering his biscuit?
They should.
Okay. Butter away. What you talking about? Hephaestus had time.
Wow. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes.
Ares has always had a thing with
Aphrodite.
Mm.
She's Hephaestus's wife.
One thing Ares was telling the truth about. This family is a mess.
Dog, I'm telling you. If it's wet, it's a safe bet. Like, if it's moist, that's the only choice. Like, I can keep going.
We just gotta go get her.
Not caught. Like, y'all messy. You are gods.
Go check out the scary ghost ride. Why not?
Stop looking at your man. Rido love. Mm-hmm. Are we getting a full hour? Or 45 minutes? No more. If you're old enough. Exactly. See, yeah, they know.
Wait, I know this.
Somebody's birthed out of the stomach of somebody.
She said this is what the gods are like to each other.
Absolutely. Tomfoolery. He already told you that. You already know that. I'm such a toddler. You give me music. First of all, why is this in the tunnel of love? And somebody just died. Why is this in the tunnel of love? Oh, hell no. Like, how do we get here? Oh, you gotta get out. You gotta jump out the water. You better jump out. What the fuck was that? Them braids is heavy wet.
Did you just?
I don't know. Maybe figuring this out as I go.
I would hate being wet. Everything's stuck in your crevices and creases and cracks and folds. Not Aphrodite. Tell Aphrodite's ass to let it the fuck go. Oh, not sit in the chair.
It's a machine, but how do you start the machine?
There's buttons in the back. Sit in the chair. I don't want to sit in the chair.
All of them. I hate my own kids. Maybe less than other kids, but still not fond of them.
Maybe you should stop ejaculating.
And someone who could slip away long enough to do it without being missed. Bold enough to cross zoos. Stealthy enough to get their hands on the thing.
Enough. Not everything is a puzzle that needs to be...
This needs to be solved, though.
Was she always like that?
Who?
Athena.
Your sister. Athena.
Trash. Come on! You better put your titties out! You heard what I said? I said what I meant.
One of us goes in, the other gets the shield.
I'll do it.
What? Wait a minute.
Whoever goes in isn't coming out.
When I was choosing my team, I told Chiron I needed someone who wouldn't hesitate to sacrifice me if the quest required it. He agreed.
I like you.
Believe me, I wish there was another way this quest succeeds. I just don't see it.
So she's gotta sacrifice herself. Does she actually get killed here and get sent to Hades? Does she get turned to dust? Is that the one who would die so he can go down here and get her and the bolt too? Is that a thing? Is that a questicles? That rhymes with testicles?
I was gonna say, when this quest is done, can you maybe swing back here and try to get me out of this?
I'm looking at the time. Time check.
You think you had to ask?
Come on, girl. It's your man. You feel it in your sprat. You feel it in your chest. Meat. Are you gonna push him? I would push him out the chair. Or sit in his lap or something. Will it reject somebody?
This is a bad idea. Stand up.
I can't, yeah.
Percy, stand up. I mean it.
It's okay.
The real question is how you get out of here. So you just go back into the water? Like what? What's the glass jar? Turn back. I can't see. It's a glass jar back there.
I'm not leaving without my friend.
Yeah, that isn't really how it works. It's kind of a one-way sort of thing. It can't be undone.
Who the fuck is that? I know who it is, but who is the actor? He don't look sexy here. Is that who I think it is? Luxurious locks of love?
I know your mother was displeased with you recently.
In the impolitest way. Fuck that bitch.
Eat or be eaten. Power and glory and nothing else matters. Ares is that way. Zeus is that way. My mother is that way.
Fuck that shit. Now I gotta look it up for real.
He isn't that way. He's better than that.
Come on, put your back into it. That's my man.
But I don't want to be that way anymore.
I'm tired. She's tired. All she had to do was talk to him?
You're a good kid, Annabeth. I'll put in a good word with your mom for you.
Oh, you're sweet. Put your back into that. She's like, I talked my man out of this. Yes. Y'all together forever. Come on.
Here. Clothes, cash, drachmas to summon Hermes. I'd wish you luck, but what good?
Okay.
Percy, you think you know who I am,
Ooh.
but you don't.
Ooh.
And if you aren't careful,
I'm gonna fuck your shit in.
you're gonna find out. Percy.
Boop. See, if Ares was really about it, he would boop his snoot. I'm gonna boop your snoot. Like, look at you, little doot, little baby. Hello with the baby. He likes him.
If it gets us where we need to go, that's all that matters.
Amen, because how was y'all gonna get there before? Mm-hmm.
I know who stole the Master Bowl.
Athena? Was it Athena's ass because she thought she was smarter than everybody else? Oh, we're definitely watching the preview. I went from not watching the previews to about to watch this motherfucking previews because we got 3 episodes left. So I'm gonna need to see them. We need to see them. We need to see them. We need to see the big 3. Period, sis. Period, sis. I like this episode. And the fact that it was, what, 35 minutes? What was it? How long was it? Oh, I was hoping they'd give us a full, like, hour. Well, I mean, it's at 45. Almost 45. So, I mean, technically, they gave us a TV 45. I'm not mad at it. Hold on a second. Listen. This show is the bane of my existence. 1, I hate that it's short. 2, I hate that it's short. 3, give me an hour. 4, give me more episodes. I don't understand why Disney wants to try to smush everything into less than 10 episodes. You could have given us a smooth 12. You could have given us a smooth 12 and it would have still been just as good. But I kind of understand them taking a risk with this show, even though it's really popular in the book world. But bruh. Is that him? Now I gotta look it up. Hold on a second. Is that him? Hold on. I'm gonna have to, You're not playing with me today. Because there is somebody in the Ring of Power who had glorious, beautiful, luxurious hair. Oh, he was so handsome. And I don't know if that is the same person, and it's going to drive me insane until I figure it out. Like, what was the king's brother's or the king's son's name? It's going to drive me insane. No. Because that man has glorious, beautiful hair. It was perfection. It was thick. It was luscious. That man was fine. And every time I see him, I'm like, that man is fine. But I cannot remember his name. And hair and makeup does like wonders for people. I know who he is. Is it him? Yes, that was him. So it's not the same guy. My gosh. He needs to keep the beard. Yeah! In case you wanted to know who I was talking about, I'm talking about this man right here. I thought that was him. That is not him. That's somebody else. Okay. But he's still handsome. And I think it's Timothy. He's also handsome too. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm thinking Athena stole it just to start some shit because she wanted to pretend like she's smarter than somebody else. That's where I'm going. Or Thalia could have it. Let me explain. Thalia could have it, and that's the reason why Zeus turned her ass into a tree, because he knew she had it, right? And when somebody noticed it missing, Zeus had to be like, hey, hold on, pause for a second. Somebody stole the lightning bolt, the Master Sword sealed. Somebody call Link. That's what I'm thinking it could be as well. It could be straightforward, as in it was never missing in the first place. Athena took it because she thinks she's smarter than everybody. Or Zeus knew his daughter had it, and this is a trickerization of the situation to keep her ass in a tree near thee, so that nobody knows it's missing. And now that somebody knows it's missing, he got to pretend like he got to figure out where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But I really like this episode. I really like the actor for Ares. He's fitting my spirit. He's fitting my spirit. And I like it. Yep, that's how I feel all the time. I feel like I want to flip a fucking table. But I live in the real world, so no. But I also like how you can see the relationship between Annabeth and Percy just like deepening. As in, he actually considers her a friend, because before he wasn't about that. He was like, yeah, she's gonna betray me, she's gonna, she can be the person that betrays me, she can be the person that pushes me down a flight of steps if need be, she can step over my body to get to the goal, and that's what I need. But this is what happens when you go on a countrywide adventure. Y'all become friends. You know what I'm saying? Did you not see a Goofy movie? Did you not see a Goofy movie? Everybody's got to go to LA so you can get on stage with Powerline. Like, come on, it's the single goal now. So we have 3 episodes left, and I'm super excited. I'm kind of sad because it's almost over, but I hope that they are actively like starting to film season 2, because these kids are about to shoot up. Shoot up. Shoot the hell all the way up. Like, they are getting so tall. But yeah, so on that note, guys, thanks for hanging with me, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.